Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I said that wrong. So, I know I haven't been on here for a while. I am in school, you guys. I know that that's not something that I talk a lot about on my channel, but it's kind of like a tumultuous slash exciting slash personal part of my life, and I kind of don't really see myself talking too much about it until I get out of that phase of my life, honestly. So don't take it personal, but I have been in school, so I have like a lot going on right now, so I haven't really been filming like that. However, I'm gonna make this video, and here we go. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do a review slash unboxing on this Urban Outfitters bag that you can get from Urban Outfitters. Psych, we're not doing the Urban Outfitters bag. We're doing what's inside my Urban Outfitters bag, which is my Petit Noe Louis bag. And I'm going to just talk to you guys a little bit about it. Some of the stuff that I found out, some of the stuff that I was looking for, because Louis bags are huge investments. I don't care how much money you have, they're really good bags, but we're going to just talk about it. And I'm also going to tell you guys why I have the Urban Outfitters bag over top of my bag. So, okay. So I got this Petite Noe. I had been looking up styles, and I was just immediately attracted to the Noe style. I love the fact that it had the drawstring on it. I love the fact that it was open at the top, because I don't really like to fuss around with zips and clicks and stuff like that with bags. I find those things to be highly annoying, which is why I don't really wear bags. And ever since I was much younger, my mom has always been like, I was always that girl who was like holding my iPod and my phone and everything like in one hand with my headphones wrapped around it. Hey Ryan. My brother just walked in while I was filming. But ever since I was younger, I've just been that girl who has always had like headphones wrapped around all my stuff. So my mom has always been on top of me about having bags, and ever since I was younger, I mean, I have had many bags, but this would be like my very first like Louis bag, like real bag. And it is a pre-loved bag. I'm not gonna say how much I got it for, because I'm not, but and also I just feel like that's not the point of the video. Like, I'm not ever here to brag with you guys. I just want to give you guys information, because I know when I was looking up the Noe and I was doing my research about it, when I started becoming obsessed with this style bag, it was helpful to see other people's videos, because I just knew what to look for, like in the right places, because there's so many people out here selling $600 imitation Louis, especially vintage styles, because this is a bag that was predominantly worn in the 80s. And I'm gonna get into the history of the bag, but I guess just watch out. But that's why you're here, so I can do that with you, girl. So as you probably already noticed, I already have this little pooch thing on here, just for decorative purposes. But yeah, so I was looking up Louis style bags, because I wanted a Louis bag, and I knew that I wanted the monogram pattern, because it was just the only pattern that honestly appealed to me. I've seen the checkered Louis, I've seen the white and tan ones. Those don't really appeal to me, and the checkered ones, I don't honestly really like that style. I think it's just too modern for me. So I like the old Louis luggage type, like monogram style. And as I'm running my nails on the bag, you can kind of hear that, how that material is sounding, like super sturdy, like, you know. So basically, the Noe was created, it was introduced to Louis sometime in the 1930s. And I think, I forget, you know, all my history, because, you know, I got so much going on. But basically, I guess somebody had asked him to make a bag to hold champagne or bottles or something. And he designed the Noe bag after the concept of like being able to fit 6 champagne bottles in it, which I thought was super cool. I'm into history, I'm into that type of thing, especially when it comes to vintage items. So I think that this particular bag was probably made sometime in the 80s. I know the Noes were probably predominantly worn and popular in the 80s, but they were introduced to Louis in the 1930s, if that makes any sense. So a lot of the ones that I saw online when I was looking were like 80s, 90s bags, like they went that far back. Still expensive, but I guess this bag was, I'm just gonna make the general assumption that it was more so popular around that time period, which is why a lot of people who were selling it made from those years, 90s and 80s. So yeah, that was the history of the Noe, how it was created. It doesn't have any inserts on the inside, and I do have stuff in here. Also I have this vintage wallet in here as well. It does have stuff in here already, so I pardon that. But there is no inserts or slits on the side of the bag on the inside. It is literally just a big hole, and you just put stuff in there. But it was also designed to hold bottles. So I remember one time, because I've already worn it, I got this bag maybe a few weeks ago. I'm sorry y'all, this is a long anticipated video. I knew I definitely wanted to make a video of the bag though, because I found the videos I saw to be highly informative. So I also wanted to give that to you guys as well, from my end. But I have been using the bag, and I remember that I went out with my cousin maybe a while ago, and we had stopped at a gas station to buy some beverages, and I had gotten a huge bottle of Fiji water, and I just was like holding it, and I just, you know, kind of put it on the side of my bag, and it felt very, it felt like I was using it for that purpose intended. And when I tell you, this bag is so sturdy, it's so nice, it holds a lot of stuff. I just would not put anything in here like that might open easily, like lipsticks or fragrances that might spritz, because once you damage the inside of this bag, I can tell you right now, it's going to be hard to come back from that. I think that the lady, she had the bag pre-cleaned before she gave it to me. This bag came out of Las Vegas, Nevada. It came out of Nevada. I don't know. I'm not from there, clearly. This is where the bag came from. This is what the bottom of the bag looks like here. So pretty good condition for a pre-loved bag. The ridges of the bag here, these parts here where you cinch it and they close, are all intact, minus a little bit of nicks here and there, but it's not a new bag. It wasn't born yesterday, so that's to be expected. But I've seen way worse, and I have to say that I'm honestly pleased with this. Honestly, I really am. So things to look for. She did not give me the bag in a dust bag. She did not have the dust bag. And dust bags by themselves are already kind of expensive if you just want the dust bag. But she did prove the authentication, like the authentication, that it was authentic, y'all, by showing me pictures, receipts, stuff like that. And also she did have that in her description. I did ask her questions before buying, even though she did have information in her description, because mama ain't raised no fool. And yeah, so basically it is an A2, and that number is located on this. It's right here. And I know you can't see it, it's way too far away, but it is an engraved A2, and the code of the bag is going to be here underneath this portion of the bag. There's a number in this slit area, but I'm not going to get that close to show you guys, because that's just doing too much, honestly. But that's where you look for the numbers. Also, the person you buy it from should be able to tell you where to look. There is also a Louis Vuitton Paris made in France on the side of my bag here. I don't see anything here. And there's also a Louis Vuitton engraved on the strap here. And this is what the strap looks like. It has like these little buttons here. I have mine up to the highest I could get it because I was actually considering getting a crossbody strap, but I actually am comfortable with this strap. I'm actually feeling this strap more than I thought I would, but I love the fact that it is replaceable, so you could just take it out. And I also love the fact that this bag doesn't have really poor, like this area here isn't really poor, because when this area gets a little bit funky, that's when maybe replacing your straps is not enough. So I would also pay attention to that part when you are getting pre-loved bags, you guys. This part right here, this part right here, because if it's messed up really badly, torn, you can get new straps, but if it doesn't have enough skin to support you getting new straps, then it's just not a good bag. So just because you're getting an old bag doesn't mean you have to get a crappy one, is all I'm trying to say. Louis Vuitton is etched in all of these ringlets, these circles here. It's in all of them. Where else is it? It's also here in this little circle here. And yeah, that would be it. So on me, this bag is like mid-length. It goes like right in between, because I'm 5'7". So I'm not the tallest, but I don't consider myself a short girl. So it doesn't hang very, very low. It goes like mid-torso for me, and I can show you guys what it looks like on me. I'm just trying to close it. So this is where my hip is at. And it's actually a little bit, it really hits my hip, to be honest. Don't mind my sweats, you know, we're only worried about this. We're not worried about this. So the bag hits my hip. But yeah, I really love this bag, y'all. This is like one of my favorites right here. And I really want to work to get the big Noe, the original size one, because this one is a petite, and the petite just has the bottom. It doesn't have like that small section, and then it just has like that or whatever. But the larger Noe has like something else, like it's a little bit bigger at the bottom, and it also has like that white part instead of it just being like monogram all the way down. So this is a small bag, but it's really not a small bag. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys how much I got the bag for, but I do know that this bag retails at $1,200 and up. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, the last part, the reason why I had it in this Urban Outfitters bag. So like I was talking about dust bags, they are pricey, expensive. If you don't get a dust bag with your Louis, or the person you're buying it from, if you do decide to buy a pre-loved bag, does not have a dust bag, I know we've probably all shopped Urban Outfitters. If you haven't, then go to Urban Outfitters and just get yourself a bag. They're cheap. I don't know if they charge for them. I usually get these bags with my purchase, but I had this old Urban Outfitters bag, and it's kind of like felt material, kind of like the material that a dust bag would be. So the only thing is, it doesn't cinch at the top like the Louis dust bags do with the tassel, like with the string. They close up kind of like how the bag does, so it stays open at the top. But that doesn't really matter to me, because the point is to just protect it and put it in something so it's not clinking and scraping and stuff like that everywhere. So if you have an Urban Outfitters bag, or if you don't have an Urban Outfitters bag, you can go and get one and just take the Louis bag. And what I do every single time I use this bag, I just come back home and I just put it in here. If I don't want it to hit anything, I think this is a great alternative even if you still want a dust bag, you can still use this first. And what it does is it just protects it. It just keeps it, you know, nice and protected, not touching anything. The bottom isn't just sitting like in oblivion, like, you know, it's like it's in something, like it's protected. So that's why I had it in this bag. So yeah, I think that that's really helpful, and I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. I think this bag is a great investment. I think that it's a great first Louis bag, and I also think that it's just a good bag in general. I'm also a lover of vintage things. You guys should probably already know that, my older subscribers, from my thrift hauls, which I was actually talking to someone about that, where I feel like I should bring those back because I'm so into vintage clothing, vintage life. So I'm really not out here trying to buy new Louis. Like, honestly, I'm not. I really find that old bags and old things, like, they appeal to me. You guys seen, like, I looked up the whole entire history of like this particular style because I like doing stuff like that. So I'm very, very pleased with this bag. I'm very happy with it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment or ask me down below. And I hope you guys found this fun and helpful. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.